Scanning. Identity authorized. Welcome to the Secret Superhero Club Podcast Network.
So what happens when you lose 2 audio files and one of your microphones doesn't work? Well, this episode, yeah, that's what happened. We should probably fire the editor. Welcome everybody to the Animation Station Podcast, episode 140. My name is Josh.
I'm Hanna.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we're going to be breaking down our top, basically 3 everything of 2018.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Which, I'm glad we're doing this at the end of January, as opposed to the beginning of January, because everybody's doing it at the beginning of January. So,
of course. So,
yeah, so we're going to be, those cool kids that do it late.
We're late to the party.
So late to the party. Alrighty. Well, it's been a while since the 3 of us have been on a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, most certainly for me. I think I missed out on a lot because I wasn't able to do a lot.
Yeah, your last one was...
What was it? Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, that wonderful gem.
And then I missed like the Miraculous one and Spider-Verse. I really wanted to review that one.
Well, quick, give us your review of Miraculous Ladybug and your review of Spider-Verse, if you were to rank them.
Okay, well, Miraculous, I still haven't finished watching. I think I still have maybe 4 or 5 episodes more to go, but I'm liking it. Still don't really approve of the dialogue because it is a kid's show after all, so I can't really help it. But I do like the stuff that's going on in the show. I guess I can't really give it a ranking just yet because I have to watch the last episode. So I'll put that one on hold. As for Spider-Verse, I saw it for the second time yesterday. Love it. Best animated film of the whole year. Definitely give it 5 normal blasts. Or thwips.
Whips.
Totally agree. That movie was so good. So good.
Yeah, I'm going best animated feature of the year too.
Oh, it was, and what I love so much about that movie, it was all indie artists.
Yeah, like I follow one of the guys who did like the opening scene, like where Miles is like drawing and everything, and I'm like, oh man, I want to see if I can get him on.
And let's talk about A++ voice acting.
It was fantastic.
Oh my gosh, it was really good.
So do I. I need to see it again.
And I just made the connect. I don't know why I didn't make that connection in the first place, but Uncle Aaron is the same guy from Spider-Man Homecoming, played by Donald Glover. I didn't realize it was him.
Yeah.
So now I have to go back and rewatch Spider-Man Homecoming. And I just hope that, crossing my fingers, that the second Spider-Man will maybe have Miles Morales in it, or maybe show more of Aaron, because that would be great.
Well, it's a good, and Oliver and I kind of talk about that in the episode. It's a good, which is not out yet, comes out. Wait, no, it is out.
No, it went out last week.
Yeah, I don't remember because we're filming this early, guys. It's January 6th. We're filming this early. I don't remember what comes out yet, so. Everything's kind of up there, but we talk about it where if something was to happen to Tom Holland, then you've already introduced this character. And he does say that I have a nephew that lives in this area. So it's like you can introduce Miles.
Miles is one of those great characters. I remember when he first kind of hit the comic book scene, and I was like, yes.
I immediately got excited for this movie when the first trailer came out. I was like, yes, finally, we get a Miles Morales movie.
And that was cool, too, because, they didn't, they didn't, draw it out for 17 years.
No.
They were like, last Christmas, they were like, okay, here's the trailer. It comes out next year. And then it was out. It wasn't one of these where it's like, it comes out, like Disney does, like, it'll be out in 2024. And you're like, cool, I'll be dead by then, but...
I won't care about your project anymore.
Exactly.
Because it's been so long.
Yeah, like Mulan, it's like, that comes out, 2021, 22?
Yeah.
I thought it...
Or 20? Maybe 20?
No, it's 20, I think.
Well, still, that's a long
year. They've already been talking about it for 2 years at this point. So, at the point time it comes out,
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's too soon to think about it. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
There's too many things in 2019 that I'm looking forward to rather than looking forward to the things coming out next year at this point.
Yeah. So speaking of 2019, let's talk about 2018. You like that wonderful segue that made no sense? All right. So the first thing for 2019, how do you guys want to start this off? Do you want to do favorite, like your top 3 musics of 2020?
Musics. I wasn't prepared for that.
Oh, Josh and I can basically give you a sum up of our list. It's all
Well,
K-pop.
you guys go ahead. I'll brainstorm mine.
I mean, because I tried my hardest to think of a single song that came out this year that I knew about that wasn't Weezer's Africa remake.
Like, for me, that was better than the K-pop I've been listening to, because have listened to a bunch of new stuff, but it hasn't been as good as the stuff that I've been listening to that's been coming out of Korea, in my humble opinion.
Korea.
So for me, my list was, when you first said top 5 songs, when we started off with top 5 and then we went to the top 3, I was mostly like, oh my gosh, I can't think of any music. I go, what the heck? Of course I could think of music.
Yeah, I was trying to think of anything English. I was like, I don't know anything English.
I do, but we had an argument before the episode.
It's not English.
Yes, it is. He's speaking English. He's a Chinese performer, but he's speaking English.
He's a Chinese performer that used to be part of a Korean pop group, and now he is back being a Chinese performer and released an album in both Chinese and English.
Yes. And I will admit, I might have both of the full albums in Chinese and English on my phone. But
Jeebus.
The version I selected was in English.
So go ahead, Hannah, do your thing.
All right. So, do we want to go 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, go 3, 2.
2 honorable mentions, 1?
Yeah, 3, 2 honorable mentions, 1.
Okay, so my number 3 on my top 3 songs of 2018, Pentagon Shine.
All right.
Because let me tell you, Ben found that song on Beat Saber, and it makes you do the dance.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. Okay, and then my number 2 is Boa, Woman.
Oh,
It's
Woman's
my anthem.
so good.
It's been my anthem since that song came out. It is so good because she is so fierce. And then my honorable mentions are any side project by any of the members in EXO.
So all of EXO CBX?
Or
and We Young and everything?
Solo projects, like any of the Chanyeol stuff, Sehun, Suho's, because Dinner almost made its way onto my top 3. But then, let's see, Lay's Namanana, which is in English. It is in English. And then NCTU, Baby Don't Stop.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
Was that this year?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, jeez. It seems like it's like 7 years old.
I know, because I've listened to it so much, it seems like it's ancient. Then my number 1 song is EXO CBX Horololo.
Oh my gosh.
Which is Japanese.
What a stupid song. It's amazing. I love it, but it's so dumb.
So much.
It's like, it ain't over yet.
Oh no, it's like what is it? I can't remember what it's like. This beat is freaking sick, boy.
Beat is freaking sick. Oh,
I love that song so much. So yeah, those are my songs.
I hopped on Graham's stream yesterday on the Anime Book Club, and he took like some BTS, like, which character are you thing, and he was like, oh, I'm Rap Monster, and I like jumped in the stream like, I don't know who any of those people are. I only listen to like good K-pop.
Rap Monster's the leader.
But he goes by RM now, apparently.
Yeah, because
they changed his stage name to
real name
Rum.
is Namjoon. His real name is Namjoon. His stage name was Rap Monster, and now he wants to be known as RM.
More like BM.
What are your top songs, Josh?
My top songs. My number 3 is EXO's Tempo.
Oh, good choice.
EXO's Tempo, my number 3. My number 2 is EXO CBX's Blooming Day.
Oh,
Freaking love Blooming Day.
I love that whole album.
It's a fantastic album. I'm gonna go. My honorable mentions: Boa Woman, because it's great. I did not realize that Stop Baby Don't Stop was this year.
Yes, it was
so
this year.
Stop Baby Don't Stop.
Throwing that in.
And then Monsta X's Shootout, just because it's so good.
That
It's
is
not a complex song,
Yeah,
but
not
it's
my-
catch.
And it's not my favorite by them, but it is still a good song. Yes.
I would say NCT Dreams, Bubblegum, or Chewing Gum, but
That is
that's like
old.
that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are my honorable mentions, and then my number 1 is Pentagon Shine,
Hey!
because it's a
yeah!
fantastic.
It's a bop.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's like I read or I watched a video on YouTube, like basically first reactions to a song, and then after she's listened to it for a while, her later reactions to that song. And for Pentagon Shine, she's like, "What is this? This is terrible." She goes, "After 10 listens, this is precious, and they all need to be protected forever."
So good. Such a good song.
It's I don't think you can listen to that song and not feel happy.
It's not a yeah. If you're depressed,
That's a
Pentagon
good song
Shine,
to
there
go
you
to.
And now it's Ashley's turn.
Did you think of any?
Right? Yeah, it's like I couldn't think of anything that came out this year. Other than Weezer's Africa cover.
So were some of those songs that you mentioned, did they come out before 18?
All my songs came out in 2018.
Yeah, all of them came out in
God.
2018 except like the Chewing Gum song. That was
that was the older one.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about my favorite
you
songs. I always feel
K-pop the crap
awkward.
out of it.
Well, okay, well, I guess to kind of fit in, I don't know. I've only listened to one BTS song.
That's all right. You don't have to. You
What
can
song?
just.
And do you want to guess what it is?
It's that one that they played on the radio all the time.
Idol.
No.
It's that one that they play on the
Fake
radio all
Love?
the time.
Yes, Fake
That
Love.
one,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually like one of the 2 BTS songs I actually do have on my phone.
I only have Dope. That's it.
Have you listened to the extended version?
No.
It's really, really good. It's much better. It's like kind of like rock and roll kind of
Oh.
mixed to it. I recommend you check that out.
Okay.
Well, I do have an honorable mention that does not count as 2018, but personally, it just made a big effect on me. I got into the Newsies last year, and I
Love it.
am crazy about the Newsies. Like, God bless Jeremy Jordan. I love him so much.
I would say you could include it this year because there was that Netflix Newsies that came out this year, so
Yeah,
I
but
could say you could choose it.
But that came out like in 2017, I think.
The new one?
The Broadway live,
Oh.
Netflix
We'll give
performance.
It to you.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
fine.
Still, it's like a new, like a
I mean,
resurgence
that
of
was-
Newsies, so like a
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
are discovering it for the first
That
time.
was
So
how
we'll give it to you.
Yeah, that was how I watched the show. I didn't even know it was on Netflix. I was like, perfect. I gotta watch this, and it's like my medicine to a bad day. It's
Yeah.
like I would go home and watch it, and I'm just like happy again. Anyway, let's see. I downloaded the Spider-Man Into the Universe or Into the Spider-Verse
Into
album
Darkness.
yesterday, and I love it. I love the songs.
At Target they have different covers,
Yeah.
and I
Yeah.
held the Noir Spider-Man cover
Uh-huh.
probably a good 15 minutes in the music going, I don't need this, but I really, really want it.
I want that art book.
Yeah.
The art book looks dope.
You need to follow Nick Kondo on Twitter. He's one of the principal artists behind
We'll
it.
get him on the show.
Oh my gosh, I'd fangirl because he's brilliant.
And if I had to pick another one, well, I think we all know this one became popular very fast. The Pop Stars by Kda.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot about Pop Stars.
I totally forgot about that song. That's one on Beat Saber too. That makes because in the dance when they go wear the crown and their hands go up.
I wanted to
And-
learn that dance, but I only
Beat
remember
Saber.
segments of it.
Beat Saber, you put your hands
You
up.
put your hands up.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Okay, I'm done. I don't want to talk anymore. Like I said, I'm off for talking music.
Music done. What should we do next?
Let's do. Okay, this was one that we put in there. So it was like top 3 things in 2018 that didn't come out in 2018 that you learned about in 2018.
Okay, good.
Do we need to know what my number 1 is?
Okay.
What was it? Oh, yeah.
What?
Do your stupid thing.
What?
All right. So, well, okay.
It involves England.
No. The new season came out this year, so I counted it as this year. All right. So my top 3, not from 2018. Number 3, Beat Saber, because I am a DDR girl, and my brother bought a VR headset. And I play all of the Beat Saber, and it is amazing. And he gets me songs like Earth, Wind, and Fire, September. He got me History Maker, the Yuri on Ice theme song. And it makes you skate. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Number 2 for me is Harry Potter, because I did get to go to Universal Studios for my 30th birthday. So my love for the Harry Potter was resurged this year.
Oh, okay. I was like, Hannah, I know it's been before 2018 that you were in Harry Potter. I used to knock over your night bus all the time.
Yes, you would. Okay, so, but, back on topic. I've been having a few issues with what WB and J.K. Rowling have been doing with Harry Potter and the Harry Potter universe. And getting to go to Universal Studios and getting to walk around the Harry Potter Wizarding World helped bring back my love for Harry Potter. All right, and so my honorable mentions are, I only have 2, but my brother had me watch the movie Redline.
Okay.
And that is
it's a good movie.
So good. And then I continually have a love for the Sailor Moon redubs, because they keep coming out and I keep going, yes, all of you are doing a great job, keep it up. And then my number 1 is Yuri on Ice, because the fandom don't stop for me.
The fandom don't stop for me. Wow. All right, Ashley, what do you got?
Are we talking about shows and movies?
Anything in
Gotcha.
2018 that you first learned about that could have been old.
Well, Newsies was one of them. Supergirl was one of them.
Okay.
Because after Tingle the series ended their first season, I just became more obsessed with Jeremy Jordan, that I wanted to watch Supergirl because of him. I hate the show. The writing sucks. The transitions suck. It's a cliche. It has a lot of superhero cliches, but there are some good actors in it. Jeremy Jordan is the best. His character is the best. I'm just sad that his character won't be shown much later in the show because he left TV to go back to Broadway. So I'm very proud of him for that. DuckTales, the reboot. Yes, it changed me. I was just, oh my gosh. I didn't think I was going to get into it, but then thanks to the Three Caballeros for making their debut for coming back in one episode. That was the first episode I watched of the reboot, and I was just, I grew fond of Dewey because he relates to me. And so then I just found myself watching the show, and the first episode grabbed me because people don't realize how good it actually is. They're missing out. Like, you've got a great cast. You got Lin-Manuel Miranda. You got David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck, which his performance is stellar. And you find out so much about the characters, and you fall in love with them all over again. So people are missing out. Like, please go watch this reboot. I cannot stress that enough. You can watch the first episode on YouTube. It's amazing. And also, well, I mean, of course, Tangled the series just took over this 2018 for me because the fandom is amazing. I don't know. I can't really think of. Oh, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. Finally got into that show, and I love it. Okay, that's my list.
Gotcha. I'm gonna start off with something that Hannah showed me earlier this year. Shiny's SNL.
Oh,
So
yes.
I did not know that was a thing. It's just the Korean SNL is amazing.
Yes.
My number 2 was Over the Garden Wall. Learn about that this year.
Yay!
When you guys, and I'm still so upset I had work, like emergency work that day that you guys
Aw.
recorded that episode, because my friend showed it to me and I fell in love with it. So I'm always like really nervous because it's like when I love
love
something and it's like, please like this thing that I really do love.
And there's some that Hannah can't watch because it's too much for her.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's well, yeah, it's great. It's great. I hate the term cringy, but one could say that there are some cringy moments in it.
Oh well, yes, of
Yes.
course.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the ramen in the mouth. Anyway, and then my number 1 would be Seven Deadly Sins. Found out about Seven Deadly Sins. Like, it had been in my queue for a while, and Bryce loves the show. So I think the last time that I chatted with him, we had talked about it. And so I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And then I ended up just thinking, like, I'll give it a couple episodes, and then I watched all 3 seasons.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, that happened. So yeah, I'm gonna go Seven Deadly Sins. Probably the best thing that I saw in 2018 that was not originally from 2018.
How many seasons are there?
3, and the 4th comes out this year.
And they have a movie coming out too.
The movie
nice.
came out on Netflix.
Oh.
It just randomly dropped.
Okay.
They were
yeah.
just like, January 1st, they were like, oh, by the way, there's a Seven Deadly Sins movie. Have fun with it. And it's like, okay. So obviously I'll watch that. Great. Had Johnny Young Bosch in it. I was like, Johnny!
Yay!
My
Happy
boy.
belated birthday.
Oh,
to
yeah,
Johnny
he's-
Young Bosch. He's
Oh,
40.
it'll be way belated now. He's 43, right? Yeah.
He's a Capricorn?
Yes.
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 Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I did not know that. I don't see him
Okay.
as a Capricorn, but I don't know. That's cool.
Ashley, I don't know about you, but I don't see astrological signs.
Don't be judgy.
Who asked you?
Let's do top 3 characters in 2018. Your
Okay.
top 3 characters in 2018. Ashley, start with you.
Oh gosh. Definitely Varian from Tangled the series.
No, you don't say.
Did I? Okay, yeah, I did. I would combine the 3 of these characters into one, but the 3 Caballeros, definitely.
Definitely.
Because they made a huge comeback in 2018. They came out, well, they technically came out with their own show called Legend of the 3 Caballeros, which premiered in, I guess, the Philippines or something in English. I don't know why Disney Channel didn't want to premiere it in America just yet, but it will this year.
Awesome.
But they made, like, oh my gosh, like, I've loved them ever since I was little, and I love them all over again. In fact, I love Panchito so much more now. Like, he's become my favorite. And they made their appearance in DuckTales, and I'm just so glad that they're getting noticed more. So I'm very happy to see that. And also another character, Scrooge McDuck. David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck is the best.
I view that as like perfect casting.
I'm surprised Varian wasn't number 1.
No, Varian is number 1. That's.
She's
Oh,
been
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're going down. Okay, I got you. I got you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going
Varian
up
is
to 1
always
and
on
she's coming
top.
down from 1. Yeah, Varian is never not going to
I know.
be
That's why I
number
thought like
one.
when there was somebody after Varian, I was like, oh
Wasn't
wow,
going in
I
order.
thought I knew Ashley more.
I'm sorry, Varian. No.
Man.
Sorry. Okay,
Nobody
I'll
tell
try to
Varian.
remember to go 3-1 next time. Sorry.
What you got, Hannah? All right,
Alright.
I'll go,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
and then you can go.
you
Yeah,
go.
that way we'll mix it up.
Yeah.
My number 3 for a show that ended this year or 2018. I'm going to go Mr. Jim Lake Jr. from Troll Hunters. My baby boy. Grew up, got a new voice.
Yeah.
Turned into the beast. Got trollified. Love him to death. Great character. And he went out. He was a good character. Went out with a bang. Yugo from Wake Fu.
I'm not too surprised by that because you love Wake Fu.
It's so good. I want more. And I just sit here waiting for it. Like Gravity Falls fans. I'm like, maybe in 7 years. Maybe in 7 years I'll get a new Wake Fu. Honorable mention I would give to Cat Noir.
Of course.
Because Adrian.
Chanel.
My number one, though, Agretsuko. Ritsuko.
Ritsuko.
All right.
But from Agretsuko.
Yes.
Because amazing.
Good choice, Josh. That holiday special.
I still haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh. Ben Diskin was amazing in that.
So I watched that on Christmas. When we got home from doing all our family stuff, I watched it and I go, this was a good end to my holiday.
I didn't remember the last episode.
Yeah.
So like when I started it,
you're so
I was like, wait, what the heck's going on? What?
Why is Haida in the hospital?
And then I went back and I was like, oh, that's right. He got super drunk.
Yes.
I forgot.
Dealing with the heartbreak from Retsuko. All right, so my top characters. My number 3 is Miles Morales.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna add him in my list, as number 4 or something. Yeah, definitely.
I've always loved him, and getting to see him in this movie, a beautiful, gorgeous movie, made me love him even more. So he's my number 3. My number 2 is Retsuko.
Nice.
Yeah, and I have to say that my honorable mentions, Haida.
Yeah.
I love Haida. Ben Diskin does an A++ job for him.
And like everything that he does.
Yes. Not to say that he doesn't do a fantastic job, just especially as Haida. My other honorable mention is Elias from Ancient Magus Bride.
Okay.
I loved that anime. It was like this, 2018 was kind of like my resubmergence officially, I think, into anime. And that was one of the ones I watched on my own volition and just fell in love with. And then my other honorable mention is Lou from Ocean's 8. Totally left field. But anything Kate Blanchett does, I'm in love with. But my number 1 favorite character for 2018 is Plag.
Oh, Plag.
Oh my gosh, Fred.
He's my boy.
After that cataclysm, he...
It's like,
oh my gosh.
Do you remember Atlantis?
Oh, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Leaning Tower of Pisa, and what was the other one?
Dinosaurs.
Okay, that one was me. Yeah, that one was a bad one. Oh, God. Oh, so good. So where are we now?
Movies and TV shows, I think, are what we have left.
Let's do TV shows, and then we'll top it with movies.
Okay.
All right, so I can kick this one off. So top 3 TV shows from 2018. Oh, boy, here we go. Number 3, Troll Hunters.
Okay.
Number 2, Violet Evergarden.
It's an honorable mention for
Number
me.
2, Violet Evergarden. Oh boy, here come the honorable mentions. So we're gonna do She-Ra.
Oh yeah.
Hilda.
I haven't gotten to watch that one yet.
It's super adorable.
But I have been told by you, I think especially, that it's like super good.
The Dragon Prince. Love me some Dragon Prince.
I'm actually surprised that wasn't in your top 3.
It was very, very close. It got edged out by Troll Hunters, I think, because it was the final season.
Right.
Titans.
Oh, of course.
Love Titans. Mr. Sunshine. Such a great K-drama.
Oh, K-dramas.
K-dramas, Mr. Sunshine. And this one almost made it. It almost made it into the 3 Watership Down. The new Netflix.
Oh, is that any good?
It's only like 4 episodes, but they're like an hour each.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. The voice
Is
acting
it less scary
great.
than the anime?
Yes, it's not scary at all. Like,
okay,
good.
No
I kind of really want to read the novel because I think this one is probably...
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's because like the animated one bit was different than the book. So like everything is completely different.
Right.
Then there was another BBC version that came out earlier, like in like the 90s or whatever, also completely different. And this is completely different as well because it kind of gender swaps some characters, which is great because
cool.
it makes them feel a little bit more real.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, it would make sense that this character would be like this because,
right.
you know. So yeah, I really love Watership Down. It was very, very close. Like, if I could have done ties, which I don't know why I didn't, because I used to do ties in my top fives all the time. So we'll do a tie for third place with Troll Hunters and Watership Down.
Okay, great.
Number 2 with Violet Evergarden, and then number 1,
Numero uno.
The Seven Deadly Sins.
Of course.
Gotta go Seven Deadly Sins.
You loved
Probably
that.
the best thing that I watched this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got me a new ship.
Always the ships.
Got me a new ship.
Always the ships. All right, so my TV shows. My number 3, Agretsuko.
Okay.
My number 3 is The Great British Baking Show.
Your number 2 is The Great British Baking Show?
Yes.
Okay.
My number 2 is The Great British Baking Show. It saved my mental health state during the holidays because halfway through that Christmas season at work, I didn't think I was going to make it. So, hallelujah.
Oh, Camp Camp.
Hollywood.
I forgot Camp Camp. Dang it.
Oh, you did forget Camp
Forgot
Camp.
Camp Camp. It was good this season.
All right. So then my honorable mentions are The Ancient Magus Bride, Violet Evergarden, and Be the Beginning.
Oh, yeah,
because I quite loved Be the Beginning. But my number 1 is The Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir.
Good old chat.
Yeah. So that's my number 1.
All right.
Ashley.
What you got, Ashley?
Well, because Hanna mentioned, great British cooking show or baking show, sorry. I can say like some non-animated shows. Mine is kind of challenging. I didn't really put this in particular order because when I watch a show and I love it so much, I rewatch it instead of watch new shows. And most of what I have on my list, like I wrote down a lot of what I watched. I can't really say like they're like a few of them are the best that appeared in 2018. Let's see. If I had to choose maybe 3 of them, I would say, oh my gosh. Okay, I'll just say it. Number 3, Banana Fish.
I wanted to watch that so bad.
I remember Ashley was crazy about Banana Fish. She went to that
here's
con
the thing.
and she came back like full of Banana Fish.
yeah, it was crazy because I hardly watched so much anime. But like the first half of Banana Fish was really, really good. Then the second half was terrible, and it gave us an ending that we did not want. And I was very pissed about that. I was like, well, thanks. I kind of watched this anime for nothing.
Yeah.
But it's really good. The animation is impressive because it's from an 80s manga, but they set it in the present time.
Oh.
And it's really interesting. And I like it. I like the intensity and just, it's not meant for children. It's completely for mature audiences. And number 2, I would kind of say Legend of the Three Caballeros, maybe, or Miraculous Ladybug Season 2. I would say Miraculous Ladybug, definitely. But number 1, this one is like it's a feel good show, and I'm so glad, I'm so happy I got into it, and I bless them so much for my 2018. It's Queer Eye.
Yay! Go, Ashley!
I haven't seen the newest season.
I love that.
I have not either.
Oh my gosh, I would give my eggs just to see them in person.
I love you so much, Ashley. Oh my gosh.
I
know,
would give my egg.
Man, so many good quotes coming from this episode right here.
We're gonna get a shirt that says "I would give my egg."
And after leaving Atlanta, after moving out of it, I'm just so sad. Like, oh my God, they were there the whole time I was there. Oh, but I cry so bad. Like, just it's such a good feel good show, and just for making people happy and not judging like who those guys are just by their sexuality. Like, that is so powerful that they're going out in the world to make a difference in somebody.
Yeah, I like how it's different from like the first series, because that first series they were just catty and mean.
Yeah.
And this one they're like, oh, they're all like actual nice people.
Yeah, it's like I was watching like a special, and I'm going, I was first really hesitant to watch the new Queer Eye because of the original, and then I got to like watch videos with those guys, and I'm like, okay, I can watch this show if that is how they're gonna be.
So who's your favorite?
My favorite is Karamo, definitely. I love him.
I love Tan.
I love Tan.
Tan's amazing.
Oh, Tan.
Actually,
I love him.
Karamo is coming out with a book this year.
Ooh,
like, I think in the springtime, so I'll definitely take a read on that.
Check that.
Good for him.
Oh, what would be great if it was like on Audible and he read it? That'd be great.
That'd
be fantastic.
great.
That would be, yeah.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
So what else we got?
Movies.
Movies, that's right. Who wants to kick off movies?
Movies.
We've all started one.
Hannah.
Okay. My number 3. It got crapped on by no end, but my number 3 movie is Ocean's 8. I loved Ocean's 8. I thought the cast was great. I loved the story, and I loved Sandra Bullock. I love her. Sandra Bullock.
I was like Sarah Jessica Parker. Like, I don't know who you were going.
It's like Sandra Bullock, the lady from Bird Box. Still angers me.
Bird Box. Okay, so is it just me? Just like, does Bird Box sound like a really bad like subscription service for some things? Like,
that's
be sure and
it's
like this episode of the ASP is brought to you by Bird Box. For only $19.99 a month, you can get a free Bird Box shipped to you with, I don't know, like a cardinal, half a robin, and some bird seed.
You know, for the honest, like when people first started talking about that, that's what I thought it was. I was like, what is this thing? And like, oh, okay, it's that. Well, my number 2, Isle of Dogs.
Gotcha.
And then my honorable mentions, Christopher Robin.
Okay.
I really enjoyed Aquaman. And then I also really enjoyed Spider-Man. But my number 1 movie from 2018, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Gotcha.
Cool.
I loved that movie.
Nice. I like that list. I would rearrange some things.
Well,
but I like that list.
Yeah.
I like that list. Ashley, what you got?
Okay, let's see. Okay, number 3, I would have to say Black Panther.
That was also an honorable mention for me.
Didn't see it.
Number 2, Christopher Robin. Because wait a minute. Okay, never mind. Christopher Robin, number 2, because I think it was one of the. I think that was the best Disney remake, live action version.
Yeah, I agree.
And honorable mention, Mary Poppins Returns. I saw it a few days yesterday. I was very reluctant to see it, but I went to see it. It's actually a delight. It's absolutely amazing. Very, very loving. I love it. And then I would have to say, obviously, number 1, Spider-Verse.
Gotcha.
Good list.
Oh boy, here we go. So Josh may or may not have labeled any of them. So, because he was having a really, really hard time deciding.
I had to
So that's why there was a thing there, and then there wasn't a thing there, and then there was stuff over here that we took off.
I was Googling movies from 2018 to remind myself, and I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one too. Dang it!
There was a lot. My number 3, I'm gonna go with Aquaman.
Ooh, yeah.
Because it was nice.
So, like, when I saw Aquaman, I go, okay, so this is basically a better version of Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
just with way more likable characters and better written characters.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I thought it was great. I watched Wonder Woman again because that is actually the episode that comes out. That already came out like 2 Mondays ago. Our Aquaman episode that Oliver and I did.
Yeah.
And I couldn't decide if it was my favorite DCEU movie.
It's close for me.
I watched Wonder Woman again.
Uh-huh.
I think Aquaman beats it only because
Wow.
there's that like really in Wonder Woman there's like one really BA scene and it's the trench scene because that fight at the end is not good when she fights Remus Lupin.
I still enjoy it.
I mean it's a good movie. It's definitely a good movie, but
no, like the fight scene. I still enjoy
okay.
the ending fight scene. But I get what you're saying though.
yeah, but they killed Chris Pine, which is sad.
Yeah, I'll know.
Like, read the comics. You know it's coming.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Because he's in the comics now, and it's present day.
But what comic did they base the movie on?
Like 4.
Exactly. So
they
how
based
many
it on like
different
4
versions
comics.
do we have of Wonder Woman?
Well, I'm still
We're not going to base it on original Wonder Woman.
but he's coming back in the 80s, and it makes no sense.
I have an idea
Oh,
of how that has happened.
great.
No, I think I've read some theories online, but that's a wormhole that we can go down later.
Yeah. Meh. But yeah, so Aquaman, my number 1. I'm sorry, my number 3. Number 3. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. My number 2 was Mirai.
I can understand.
Yeah. Now, mainly because I was really looking forward to it.
Right.
And I've only seen it in Japanese because we got that screener from Animation is Film.
Right.
So I haven't seen the English dub. Like it did not work to where I was able to actually go see the English dub of it.
Yeah.
But I want to. So when it comes out, I'm gonna purchase it and watch it like that night.
Right.
So Mirai, my number 2, because it's just a good movie. It's a good feel good movie.
Has there been a bad Hosoda movie?
I want to say my least favorite is probably Wolf Children.
That's just because it's emotionally
Yes,
traumatizing.
exactly.
It's a emotional roller coaster.
But I still love that movie. I love that story.
Mm-hmm.
The story about that family.
Yeah. Then honorable mentions. I forgot that it came out this year. Mary and the Witch's Flower, Studio Panak's first film. Love Mary and the Witch's Flower. Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Just because
I knew you were gonna have that on your list.
I wasn't expecting that movie.
I
wasn't expecting it to be as funny as it was, and when it got those dark bits, I was not expecting those dark bits like at all. And then they killed Batman's parents, and I'm like, good
Oh
Lord.
no!
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Isle of Dogs.
So good.
Love Isle of Dogs. I would put it. Yeah, I'll give it a 3 with Aquaman. I'll tie it with Aquaman. And then my last honorable mention, I'm gonna give it to A Quiet Place.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh, I haven't seen it either. I forgot it.
It was good, but I don't know if I could watch it again.
Well, because you already know.
Exactly. Same thing with, well, not the same thing with Bird Box. I watched that, and then I wish I didn't. I hadn't have watched that movie. But that happens. Maybe we'll go the worst things we watched in 2018.
Maybe we should.
That'll be fun. Yeah, so I'm going to give A Quiet Place my last one. And then my number 1, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Woohoo!
Took it. Just, it beat everything out. It was just good. I was happy that I saw that movie. I was like, I'm glad this was good.
You know, I saw it with my younger brother. And my younger brother is not a movie person by any stretch of the imagination. But he saw that movie with me, and he left it going, wow, I wouldn't mind seeing that one again.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, right. And then I'm over here going, but I still have my Bohemian Rhapsody I saw from earlier in the year.
Yeah, I didn't put Bohemian Rhapsody on there and because I forgot about it. But yeah, I would put Bohemian Rhapsody up there. It was good. It was really, really good. I thought Raimi was fantastic.
He was so
and they
good.
definitely took liberties with it, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, they were fine.
They're fine liberties
Yeah.
to take with it. And for me, I don't know. I just love Queen so much. I've always loved Freddie so much. And I've always loved Rami so much. And then getting to see him kind of just absorb the essence of Freddie Mercury and can like make me forget that I'm watching a non-documentary film.
I wish they would have done like a whole Live Aid performance.
That would have been amazing. That might be in
because it's only what 20 minutes. Like the Live Aid performance. I would love if they did the whole entire. Like I don't want them to cut or anything. I just want them to
one continuous shot.
That would have been amazing. Yeah. All right, worst things in 2018.
Can I think of something?
Avengers: Infinity War.
Oh my gosh, yes, people were putting that on their tops, and I'm like, did we watch the same movies?
I had to stop it. Like
I can understand how that would be like the worst because it crippled so many people.
Well, like I don't even care about like people are like, oh yeah, it's like a bad movie because of the emotional trauma. I go, no, it's written bad.
Yeah, it's just not a good movie.
Like I'm sitting there and I'm staring at Tony and I'm like, stop being a melodramatic crybaby and get crap done.
Well, like I'm sitting there and like I'm watching it and like I liked the interactions with like Iron Man, Tom Holland, and the Guardians. I thought those were the best written bits in the film.
Right.
Everything else was just not good. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, okay.
That film was very long.
It was. I didn't even finish it. I got to Wakanda and they started fighting and I was like, I just don't care. And I turned it off.
Yeah.
It's like it's still sitting in Netflix. It's like, do you want to continue watching? It's like, no.
No,
oh my God.
I went on a Tuesday night because AMC theaters have their $5 Tuesdays. So I was like, I'll give them $5 for it. And I'm actually kind of upset I gave them $5 for it.
I'm glad I watched it on Netflix because I didn't have to actually pay anything extra.
I got out of that movie and I go, well, I have no interest in seeing any more of your movies now. So, yeah.
Well, I was going to watch, like, I don't know what made me think, but I thought Solo was on Netflix.
Because
it's not.
Yeah, that's very strange because I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for it to be on Netflix.
I thought it was on there too, but apparently the thing says it's not coming out until January 9th.
Oh.
Which is weird because I totally thought I had seen it on there. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll watch this at some point. Because I was like, I'll give the Star Wars movie that came out this year a shot. I don't know if it'll be good, but I'll give it a shot.
At this point, I am so over Star Wars.
Oh yeah, no, it's trash. But I was gonna give it a shot. So I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll like it.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. Like I don't like the Star Wars movies that people like, but I like the Star Wars movies that people don't like. And nobody liked Solo, so I'm like, maybe I'll like it.
My dad did, but my dad is an impartial judge to Star Wars. If it's Star Wars, it's good.
Well, because like everybody hates Episode 1. I freaking love Episode 1. I love it. Young Ewan McGregor, amazing.
Oh, it's that soundtrack.
Oh, it's so good. When you get Duel of the Fates,
such a good piece of music.
Yeah. So last night I was like, okay, in preparation, like I'll watch that, and then maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll make an honorable mention.
And then no,
and it just wasn't on there.
So that might be something that you tack on later when you finally get to watch it.
On January 9th when I get to watch it, or Josh already got to watch it, and if it was good enough to where Josh thought it should be on the list, he will insert a clip here. If not, nope.
Nope. I was trying to think of if there was anything else that I saw.
Oh, Bird Box. God, trash. Ugh.
Ralph breaks the internet.
Oh, God, I pretend that is money that I wish I could get back.
Same.
I really wish I could have gotten that.
It fooled us. It tricked us, and I hate it.
Watching that trailer, I knew it wasn't going to be good.
Oh, so did I. I knew it was. But I expected it to not be good, but I didn't expect it to be as bad as it was.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, that was the thing. It's like it could have. I mean, if they would have actually sat and planned it out, it could have been a good movie. because there's other ways that you could have got to where they ended up in that series, like at the end of that movie, without having to do the whole let's go to YouTube and look, here's goat videos and crap like that.
Yeah.
Which was the premise of the film. There was a different way to get around that, and they just didn't do it.
Aww.
Just awful.
I really didn't have an... I think my younger brother made me watch the first one because he loved the first one. And then I thought it was okay. I thought the first one was all right. Beautiful, but all right. And then I didn't really have any interest in seeing the second one, so I dodged a bullet then.
It just upsets me that was their very first shot at making a sequel, a theatrical sequel, and now it's like, great, what if they make like more sequels and then they suck?
Well, it's Disney. If they can run it into the ground, they're gonna run it into the ground. So that should come as no surprise.
Toy Story 2 was a theatrical sequel.
It was?
No, it's technically Pixar, but I'm talking straight from Disney Animation Studios.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Which, talk about a sequel I have no interest in seeing.
Oh,
Toy Story 4.
Well, I don't know what the heck it is.
Well,
and
nobody knows.
We had our goodbye in Toy Story 3, and I'm totally content and fine with my goodbye.
Okay, so they released, I don't know if it's fake or not, but there was that poster that got released, and it shows like Woody, Buzz, like Jessie, and then like Bo Peep, but it's like a different Bo Peep. Like, she has a different
that threw
outfit,
me off.
And I'm like, but she's glass.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's not the way glass works.
Well, you could re-enamel, but it's a pain in the butt.
Who would do that to a crappy children's
Who would
toy?
do that?
Who was like, yeah, I don't know. It just seems, if that's what they do, it's just going to be like, explain, please. But it's Disney, but they won't explain.
Could we just like put a big like cover, like with the exception of Christopher Robin, which is and it's a delightful little sacred spot of this is a perfect movie. Everything else Disney has done, well, and for Ashley's sake, Tangled the series. Everything else has been
And DuckTales.
I haven't watched Big Hero 6. I want to watch Big Hero 6. Is that good? I've not heard anybody talk bad about it, but I've not heard anybody talk about it.
I've seen a few episodes. I like the lines they give for Fred. I mean, it's good. I don't know. I just have to watch a little more of it to get my overall thoughts on it.
Cast.
Yeah.
Except for
Wasabi and Fred.
Yeah, Fred and Wasabi. Because, I mean, you're not going to get Wayne's again.
No.
And TJ Miller is somewhere. It's like,
no, but
rehab,
like,
baby.
For the most part, we're not big Disney people. Like, we like some projects Disney has made.
Zootopia.
And, oh, yes. And characters, like, for me, forever and always, Donald Duck. But we're not, because Disney is putting it out, that sometimes makes us not want to go see it.
Yeah.
So we could probably put a big banner about a lot of their projects coming out in 2019 of things we're not interested in.
Oh,
you know the one Disney thing I am interested in that's coming out in 2019? Kingdom Hearts. I'm interested for the new Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's gonna be hot trash!
Oh no, it's gonna be bad. But I want to know how bad it's going to be.
Oh my gosh.
Awful. The third one's going to be terrible.
You're the first person I've heard say that. I'm just like, oh God.
I've had a lot of people who are really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. I feel they're like 12 years too late.
Oh yeah, it totally is. Well, my thing is like I can play this on an Xbox now. So like I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
And I can get achievements for it. And what's great is I've never played any of the other two or any of the other ones.
My siblings played 1 and 2 into the ground.
Well, I broke 1. So it didn't. I missed something and I glitched the game, and so I broke it. So I've never played 1 or 2 or any of the 1,000 of like side DS projects that they've had.
What? and
So,
one point was...
I'm looking forward to this because, like, going in, like, fresh. I know the story.
You know the characters.
And I know the characters, but it's like, I've never played it before. So, like, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, the only other Disney thing that I was looking forward to was Gigantic, which Disney scrapped earlier this year.
Oh, that's right.
And they were just like, oh yeah, you remember that Gigantic thing?
Yeah.
That thing that we put in Tangled that we called Giraffic? Or Zootopia?
You mean Zootopia.
That we called Giraffic? Yeah, we're canceling that. Yeah, but you put it in the movie, so that means you should make it. But now your movie's a lie. Disney can't even do continuity right, guys.
Well, hopefully we'll get another like surprise from Zootopia because that was good.
I want a Zootopia. Would you want a Zootopia movie as a series? Sorry, Ashley, go ahead.
I read a tweet today that like someone posted like saying, "Hey guys, I just got this from the Walt Disney Animation Studio. Apparently, so they're making Zootopia 2 is in production and it will release in 2021." And then I think it was Byron Howard or one of the directors, and he just replied, "Nope."
Well, one, that's way too long to put out a sequel to a movie. Like, in my opinion, Frozen 2, they've waited too long. Because their target audience from the first one
is, 5 years older now?
Yeah, they're grown up now. So, they're not going to hit the same people. Unless they're aiming at people our age who are obsessed with it.
But who were you aiming at in Zootopia? Like, I don't think they were aiming for kids in Zootopia. They were aiming for adults in Zootopia.
I think Zootopia is one of the gems that Disney actually hit the mark on, where you hit all ages. Because it's like the best movie not about race that's not about race.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's one of those delightful movies that Disney actually made a movie for everyone and not just one demographic.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I would like for them to do if they ever did anything with Zootopia, I would like a movie and not a TV
I liked their original idea for the movie with Nick Wilde opening up that theme park for predators so they don't have to wear those electric collars. Have you guys heard of that original idea they made?
No, it sounds amazing, though.
It's really good. You should check it out.
Like, all I remember from those is, like, where it shows Nick and, like, there's, like, all the billions of bunnies all over the place. Those little drawings and everything that they did for that was great. Those give me joy.
I just want to see Nick at the farm with all of Judy's siblings.
Well, that was a deleted scene, I think. Like Judy takes Nick with her to meet her parents, and
obviously because he has to meet the in-laws.
I love that we
I ship them so bad.
A bunny, and I love it so much.
Think if this hadn't come out and this would have been like Robin Hood, and you were trying to ship like
that was one of the
Robin Hood and one of the bunnies,
though.
But one of the bunnies though. The bunnies were children, Hannah.
Well, if it was, you wouldn't ship them together then. If it was an older bunny, yeah.
I guess their mom was an older bunny.
Yeah, it's like if you.
She's a single mom.
If you shipped Robin Hood with
the
a
maid
bunny
Marian.
named Marian, then yeah, I'm gonna go for that.
Oh my gosh, can they like remake Robin Hood but with
Oh
Nick
gosh,
and Judy?
yes.
That would be amazing.
Be still my heart.
Disney. Is it Bob Iger? Is he still in charge over there?
I think
somebody call Bob Iger.
I don't know.
He's in charge for like until he quits.
All I
I think
want
at the end of this year or something.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
All I want is a live action Great Mouse Detective.
But Vincent Price is dead.
I'm sad.
With mice though.
No,
Yeah!
action.
Yeah, but with mice.
Do it! Shut up, Josh.
So an animated.
Yeah, it would be animated. Well, maybe.
Like Lion King is not live action. I don't know why
No.
everyone's saying live action Lion King.
It's just a differently
It's
animated film.
Animated.
All right, so let's go things we're looking forward to in 2018. 2019.
More miraculous tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir.
If we get it.
I'm hoping we
I'm
do.
hoping we get it. I'm also hoping for that fairy.
Oh,
thing
it'll
that
be
Zag
on the
was-
internet. All right.
That fairy thing that Zag was teasing.
Yeah.
Oh,
that-
Pixie Girl. I
Pixie
want to
Girl,
see
yes.
that.
The concept art for that. I saw it and I was like, I don't know what this is, but I want it.
Doesn't Artemis Fowl come out this year?
Yeah.
It does?
Tentative Artemis Fowl, because who's the demographic for that movie? Like who? That book came out when I was in the 4th grade. I'm 30.
People that like fairies?
I don't know. I'm
Don't
just
do
really
anything.
aggravated it took
Get
them this
money.
long to make a movie.
Is her name Judy?
No.
What's her name? Lily? Holly.
Talk about another interspecies couple.
Oh
we
my
should
gosh, Artemis and Holly, bro. Oh.
get. Yeah, okay, so I've got Shazam.
Shit.
Shazam!
Shazam.
Shazam.
I can't
I've
say
got
it.
Shazam, Kazam.
No, I'm really looking forward to that movie.
I think we'll just this is just an interrupt whenever you want to. There's no rhyme or reason. I think Shazam is the thing that I'm looking forward to the most.
I would put that and Wonder Woman 2 comes out this year. And that is the other one. I think those two things are the two things I'm looking forward to the most. And How to Train Your Dragon 3.
And the Fruits Basket remake.
On Fruits Basket, because How to Train Your Dragon 3 is next year. I mean, is February, so it's like I meant next month.
Yeah,
is what I meant. I meant next month.
Fruits Basket.
Yes.
I'm so ready.
Me too.
Oh man.
I was gonna throw out. I'm really excited for the DC Black Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix. I'm actually quite excited about that one. And then just throw something completely. I'm really excited for the new Death on the Nile movie, which is like the story, the Hercule Poirot story that happens after Murder on the Orient Express.
Okay.
That comes out this year too.
Did you see Murder? I don't.
I saw it the day it came out, but I'm an
Was
Agatha.
it good?
I
like
enjoyed
Murder on
it.
the. That's my favorite Agatha Christie novel.
I really enjoyed it. I thought Michelle Pfeiffer and Judi Dench.
They killed Johnny Depp, right?
Yes.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna go watch it.
He's only in it because the trailers make it seem like Johnny Depp's in the movie for a really long time. I go, he literally gets ganked in like the second chapter of the book.
That's what I like. When I saw it, I was like, Johnny Depp, because they've shown everybody else, and then there's just Johnny Depp. I'm like, Johnny Depp's gonna die.
Yeah.
This may be a good movie to go see.
And he dies pretty early on in the movie, and Kenneth does a fantastic job as Hercule. And so they bring him back for Death on the Nile.
Okay.
So I'm really excited for this next one. But I'm a huge Agatha Christie nerd. So
I'm kind of pumped for Godzilla. It's gonna be good. Unfortunately, when I saw Aquaman, they showed the trailer for Godzilla, and I was like, dang it, I didn't want to see it. I hadn't seen the new one, and then they made me watch it.
I've been lucky enough to still get away with not seeing the non-teaser that they released or anything else besides that teaser. So I'm kind of hoping
It doesn't
going.
really do anything. It doesn't it doesn't go any plot wise or anything like that. It just shows more of the monsters, but barely. It's a lot of smoke.
I just hope they fix the problem from the Bryan Cranston Godzilla movie.
Oh, when they had Bryan Cranston in it?
Where it's the human condition during an attack.
Well, this one looks like it's going to have Godzilla in it and a lot of other monsters in it. Whereas that movie was like, the first Godzilla movie was like, oh yeah, this has Kick-Ass and Godzilla makes an appearance.
Aaron Johnson
Taylor Johnson.
And it's like, that's why I love Kong Skull Island. Because, like, Kong's all over in that movie. It's not just them on the island. It's also, like, tons of shots of Kong. So if they go and they do it right, then that movie should be really good. Ashley, do you have anything you're looking for?
Yes, thank you.
It's like, yes, you guys were talking too much. Shut up. I want to talk.
Well, I personally am I'm looking forward to this because it's been a while, yet I fear what's going to happen. Like, I hope they're good. But Sunrise is supposed to come out with season 3 of Gundam 00 and Code Geass.
Whoa. We're getting more Gundam 00?
Yes.
But it ended.
I can't believe it either. I thought they were done for good.
Because it ended.
It ended. I mean, the movie kind of sucked, but I thought that was the ending. But nope, they coming out with more. They released like a clip, with Setsuna and Lock-On, and it got me crying because I love Lock-On so much. And
in True Gundam, Hannah, have you seen Gundam 00?
I've not. That is a Gundam I have not seen.
In True Gundam, best names ever. Setsuna FCA. Fantastic name. Gundam has always done the thing where they have the best names ever. There's a dude named Alleluia.
Alleluia Haptism.
Alleluia Haptism, but then he's got a split personality, and that's his evil side, and that's Hallelujah.
But it's really good.
He dials H for murder, basically.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what Graham Aker is alive, yo. He's back. So he's going to be in season 3, and there's apparently another, basically a twin of Tieria.
Okay.
He ain't gone. He's still technically alive, so... thank goodness, because he's my favorite character. So then you got him, and I guess there's another new character. I don't know where they're going to go with this, but I hope it's good. And as for Code Geass, I hope that Lelouch comes back. They came out with a trailer for it, and it shows she too. And yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with them, but I'm excited.
Oh man, Code Geass. What a good show.
And also more Tangled the series and DuckTales too.
Yeah, we'll get a Gretsuko season 2 this year.
Yay!
So that'll be fun. So hopefully more Miraculous.
Hopefully. And hopefully be the beginning. They haven't technically announced it, but I'm hoping.
Yeah. I finished, so I guess one thing that was good that came out that finished at least in 2019, finished a series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh, how was it?
It was good, and they expand on the ending because they needed to. Because the book is just and they're stuck on the island, done. And you're like, did they live? It's
Lemony.
It's what happened? So they expand on the ending just a little bit, not a whole bunch, but they expand just enough to give you closure, unlike the books.
Oh,
so they
great.
give you a closure, and I was like, yes, that was great.
Oh, that's good though.
Rise of the Guardians 2 comes out this year. I'm just kidding.
Wait!
I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm just kidding.
My blood pressure just
Maybe we'll get an announcement for Rise of the Guardians 2 this year.
Oh my gosh.
Talk about a sequel that,
They better base it off the books. That's all I'm going to say.
I got the book.
I know you have the books. Have you read them?
No. I read the first one.
No, I was trying to think. It's my podcast comes back at the beginning of February, so I'm excited for that.
Welcome to Snores. Night Vale.
I'm going to the live show in March, so I'm excited. And then after the live show, probably about a week and a half after that, going back to Hawaii. Yay!
Going back to Hawaii.
Going back. See my niece.
Oh yeah, have you seen Niece?
I have not gone to
You've
meet
not seen
my
Niece.
niece,
Okay.
so I'm very anxious to get to meet her. So plan is spring break.
When everybody will go to Hawaii.
That's why tickets are pretty expensive, but I'm planning on it. So That's another thing I'm looking forward to. I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm looking forward to that.
I'm looking forward to Hannah going to Hawaii and
Oh
bringing
my
back
God.
things.
And sending him pictures of really delicious shrimp.
Oh, you're going to go to that shrimp truck place again, and I'm not going to be able to eat any of it. It's going to be sad.
Because you can't smell it through the
No.
telephone.
I'll be going to, we'll be doing our D&D Unlocked stuff.
Awesome.
So that'll be fun. Hopefully gonna hit up. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing from Rooster Teeth that's coming out. Freaking Genlock comes out the 26th of January, which I guess already would have premiered by the time this comes. Maybe, I don't know, depending on when this comes out. But ridiculous cast: Dakota Fanning, Michael B. Jordan, David Tennant, Rooster Teeth people.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of talent in this thing, and
Nice.
it's gonna be dope. Like it everything looks like it's gonna be really, really good. And I get to go to Rooster Teeth. So like I said, I gotta get with Tony and see when we can go.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the February weekend, like what's that holiday that's in February? The kissy one?
Oh,
Valentine's.
Day?
Wow, I forgot what Valentine's is.
Time Day?
Garbage time day.
You can tell how long I've been single. I forgot that what the Valentine's Day was. The one with the hearts, that one.
Oh, like heart?
So yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can go like that weekend because there's a con
Oh.
that 18 that you
one where the
Yusui con,
director, creator of Princess Tutu is
like the
gonna be
creator,
at?
the artist, and the person who did the music for Princess Tutu is gonna.
Oh
be
my
there.
gosh.
You need to watch that.
And it's in Austin. I need to. If I can, if everything goes well and we get our press stuff, I'll need to watch it.
Yes, and I've got it, so you can borrow
So I'll
it.
be able to borrow it. Yeah, we've got some episodes lined up. Oh, I think we're going to be doing a Voltron episode, so get ready
Oh
for
lordy.
that. That may be the last episode because they may come at us with pitchforks and shut us down.
It'll be worth it.
See, that it's a tough one. I told this when I streamed Unlocked, and they asked about it, and I was like, it's hard because like Voltron fans don't even like Voltron. You know, it's
they're
like
always,
Voltron
like-
fans don't like the show.
Like, they're in a continual state of anger and being pissed off with it. So why
Like you just
does
can't
that
you just
incentivise
can't win
me
when
to
you're in
watch
it. You
your
can't.
show?
All right, so I think this is a pretty fun episode.
I think so.
Pretty fun episode.
Definitely.
So Ashley, where can everybody find you?
You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @PlusEtanVu, and you can also follow me at ashleysailor.com.
Hannah?
You guys can always find me on Twitter and at Instagram on my handle at @asillyred.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Josh L. Kane. You can find the podcast on Instagram at Animation Station Podcast, on Twitter at Animate Podcast, Facebook and Tumblr, Animation Station Podcast, on Snapchat at Animation I'm just kidding, we don't have one of those.
You should get one.
We should get one. You can find us on Unlocked. We stream every Wednesday night at the wonderful time of 9 p.m. Central, which is 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, and other time zones across the planet. You can listen to all of our episodes on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, anywhere that you can download a podcast, we're available. And you can go to our website, animationstationpodcast.com. Be sure and like us, submit a review, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything that you'd like us to review, guests you'd like us to have on, just shoot us an email at animationstationpodcast@gmail.com, or you can go to our website, click on the little contact tab, and do it that way as well. All right, that's all I got.
Okay.
Anybody got anything else?
No.
Just pray for a really good year.
Yeah,
You know, my 2018 wasn't too bad.
it wasn't bad, but
Outside political stuff, my 2018 year wasn't too bad.
same. Wasn't that awful. All right, so for the Animation Station Podcast, I'm Josh.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Ashley.
Bye-bye, little butterfly.
Doggy Law.
DuckTales, woohoo!
I was like, did Ashley forget?